today's program with reciting few verses of the Holy Quran by Mr. Muhammad Nasiri.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والفجر وليال عشر والشفع والوتر والليل إذا يسر هل في ذلك قسم لذي حجر ألم تر كيف فعل ربك بعاد إرم ذات العماد التي لم يخلق مثلها في البلاد وثمود الذين جابوا الصخر بالواد والفرعون ذي الأوتاد الذين طغوا في البلاد فاكثروا فيها الفساد فصب عليهم ربك صوت عذاب إن ربك لبالمرصاد فأما الإنسان
Now request all of you to please stand up as a mark of respect اکنون توجه شما را به بخش پیام جناب آقای دکتر امیر عبداللهیان وزیر محترم امور خارجه جمهوری اسلامی ایران به مناسبت 43مین سالگرد پیروزی انقلاب اسلامی ایران جلب می‌کنم. Now I draw your attention to His Excellency Dr. Amir Abdullahian, Honorable Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Islamic Republic of Iran, message for the 43rd anniversary of the victory of the Islamic Revolution of the Islamic Republic of Iran.
ایرانیان عزیز، صمیمانه‌ترین تبریکاتم رو به مناسبت فرارسیدن سالگرد دهه فجر و پیروزی انقلاب شکوهمند اسلامی ایران پذیرا باشید. بسیار خرسندم که تأکید کنم کشورمون در 5مین دهه حیات نوین خود شاهد توسعه در ابعاد متنوع علمی، فناوری، صنعتی، دفاعی و سایر ابعاد هست. تردید نکنید که شکوفایی اقتصادی کشور هم با سرعت و با قدرت و با برنامه‌ریزی و 13 در جمهوری اسلامی ایران با نگاه به رویکرد سیاست خارجی متوازن، دیپلماسی پویا و تعامل هوشمند با قدرت به پیش خواهد رفت و اهداف و منافع ملت بزرگ ایران رو محقق خواهد ساخت. ما در روز مذاکرات وین گفتگوهای جدی رو برای رسیدن به یک توافق خوب و پایدار دنبال می‌کنیم. همه تلاش‌های ما معطوف بر لغو مؤثر تحریم‌ها علیه ملت بزرگ ایران هست. نسبت به خوشبین هستیم و امیدوار هستیم که همه طرف‌ها به تعهدات خودشون حول مذاکرات وین برگردند. در این حال در داخل سیاست و برنامه توسعه اقتصادی پایدار رو با قدرت دنبال می‌کنیم. گرامی می‌داریم یاد و خاطره شهدا و ایثارگران عزیز رو موفق باشید.
خروج آیت‌الله امام خمینی رهبر تحریک و بنیانگذار جمهوری اسلامی ایران به کشور که توجه شما رو به این جمع می‌کنیم. Now I would like to draw your attention to a short video clip of the arrival of Ayatollah Imam Khomeini, the late leader of founder of Islamic Republic of Iran, to country, please.
ای مجاهد ای مظهر شرف ای گذشته ز جان نظر قلم چون نجات انسان شعار توست مرگ قهرمان افتخار توست اینطوری آسان هم خسب اهریمنان دوستان هم باید شعار تو به آن حقیان زماز و را درود زماز و را سلام خمینی ای امام خمینی ای امام خمینی ای امام خمینی ای امام شهید دستت جان شسته ازم به فریاد آخر اشک لرزان مادر ای شهید ای شهید آمده موسم فتح ایمان شغل زد بر افق نور قرآن در دل بهمن سرد تاریخ لاله سر زد ز خون شهیدان لاله ها آمده سرخ عشقند سرنوشت تو با خون نوشتند پیکر حاجت ایتان کعبا از ازل با شهادت سرشتند پیکر حاجت ایتان کعبا از ازل با شهادت سرشتند رحمت خونین جاویدان آمد زنده باران قرآن رحمت خونین جاویدان آمد زنده یاد شهیدان آمد زنده یاد شهیدان آمد زنده یاد شهیدان بخیشان به دوستان به یاران آشنا به مردان تیز خشی پیکاری کنند به آنان که با قلم به چشم جهانیان پدیدار می‌کنند بهاران خجسته بود بهاران خجسته بود و این بنده بندگی و این بار تب و جد سر تا سر جهان به هر صورتی که هست نور و گسسته بود نور و گسسته بود ای مجاهد ای مظهر شرف ای گذشته ز جان در ره هدف لرزد از نام تو بادیه ستم پشت اهریمنان گشته از تو هم مرز توحید را همچو سنگری حافظ ملت و دین و دفتری بود شعار تو به راه زما تو را درود زما تو را سلام خمینی غیر ما خمینی غیر ما خمینی غیر ما خمینی غیر ما
من دولت تعیین میکنم من تو دهن این دولت میزنم من دولت تعیین میکنم من به پشتیبانی این ملت دولت تعیین میکنم من به واسطه این که ملت مرا قبول میکنم
برای شادی روح امام رحیلمان صلوات خواهد شد. مفتخرم از جناب آقای ابوالفضل محمد علی خانی سرکنسول محترم جمهوری اسلامی ایران در بمبئی درخواست کنم تشریف آورده و با سخنان گوهروار خود مجلس را مصفی کنند. بفرمایید.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحیم اللهم صل علی فاطمه و ابیها و بعلها و بنیها و سوء المستودع فیها بعدد ما احاط به علمک. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum. First of all, we welcome all of you to Consulate General of the Islamic Republic of Iran and appreciate for your kind attendance in this very friendly and informal gathering. Well, I should tell that I would like to inform that due to coronavirus, we couldn't have the formal and the diplomatic function. Inshallah, very soon we could have the celebration with our Iranian, Indian and diplomat friends here. من خیلی خوشحال شدم که خدمت برادران عزیزم جامعه محترم پارسی، جامعه محترم زرتشتی، ایرانیان مقیم، دوستان هندی ما که از خودمون می‌بینیم و همیشه با ما بودن و در کنار ما از قبل از انقلاب و انقلاب و بعد همین الان هستن، خوش آمدید هستن. جا داره که یاد امام راهبمون رو گرامی بداریم و ما و همه نسل ما برای همیشه تاریخ مدیون ایشون خواستیم. با این ویدئویی که پخش شد، من شخصا به 43 سال پیش رفتم، زمانی که یک دانشجوی جوان دانشگاه بودم و در ایام انقلاب مثل همه مردم سعی کردیم که همراه مردم باشیم و تمام لحظات این ویدئو برای من خاطره جالبی بود، چون من بودم و همه ما در اونجا بودیم و لمس کردیم این روزهای شیرین ولی در این حال سخت ولی به یاد ماندنی. It was very fortunate for me and refreshed my memory with this video clip I was as a young student at the university. I had the opportunity and I was so fortunate, and my generation also we feel the relation. I was a young student, like other people. We took part at the demonstration, and then the day of the arrival of the Imam Khomeini to Tehran airport, it was very memorable day. We couldn't forget it. It was very well received by all the Iranian people. I remember people from the Azadi school, which was the airport of the Iran at that time, till the Zahra. It was the first place the Imam Khomeini arrived due to respect to the al-Shuhada, and he started his speech as a first speech in the Iran as a victory of Islam. As we could follow, he announced with the support of the Iranian established government and we will rule the country. It was the first time when the Islamic Sharia government has been established in Iran. Well, I don't want to compare the before revolution and the after revolution. Most of you have followed the news and you know what's happened after revolution. What kind of the achievement we had in the different aspects, in economic wise. Well, Alhamdulillah, although we had no chance like the Shah, because during the Shah times the price of the oil could increase suddenly and the revenue of the government has been very increased very suddenly, and it was a big amount. That's why change his policy, change his strategy. Even we thought they have the relation with some non-French country, the country who attacked the Arab and Muslim country, he support financially and technically, military, the occupied regime. And in social affairs, well, of course, there was some so-called freedom, but it was not the respect to the ladies. After the revolution, we see that mashallah, ladies are active in all aspects. Just recently, we had the ladies football soccer team from Iran. You have seen in the match, they tried to respect the Islamic values and the national values with the Islamic scarf, and they respect the traditional of the way of living in Islam. They did their best professional responsibility. And then in the other aspect of the international and the political wise, we achieved a great achievement. Now Iran is one of the most independent countries in the world. If I not only thank you. One time the Shah was obeyed the American president, even the American ambassador in Tehran. He was just checking everything with the ambassador. Even for escape of the Iran, he was waiting where the American allowed him to leave the Tehran. But after the revolution, the Islamic Republic of Iran as a non-Islamic country to start a new policy. On one hand, in locally we have been very independent, and we try to support all the Muslim and oppressed people and oppressed countries all over the world. As you just followed the news in recent crisis, which was many countries like Syria, Iraq has been occupied by the ISIS. It was Iranians and also Soleimani and the others, resistance soldiers and the Iranian Basiji just went to Iraq, Syria and helped the Muslim brother over there, and to achieve and they successfully defeated the ISIS. In the technical and the all aspects of knowledge, Iran Alhamdulillah is one of the top 10. Just recently, with the help of those with our Indian friends, we could be independent on the production of the vaccine of the COVID-19. Not only we are self-sufficient and we could even provide vaccine to the other neighboring countries or to African countries which still they are suffering because of the lack of the vaccine. It is some discrimination imposed by some Western countries to the so-called developing countries because of the not allocated properly the vaccine to all countries. Well, in the other hand, we actually had a very considerable achievement. One of these that has been also mentioned by His Excellency Dr. Amir Abdullahian is international negotiation with the Western countries and indirectly with the American. Well, it has been started already 5 years ago since the American President Mr. Trump unilaterally left the agreement. So it was so-called, and they have accused Iran is not respecting GCPO. But since the great leader of Iran, Ayatollah Khamenei, agreed, we go for the negotiation because we believe in the peace. We are not starting any conflict in the region. Even during the invasion of the Saddam to Iran, it was Iran who just defended himself, although 34 countries supporting Saddam. It was a big history of Islamic revolution of Iran. During the past 43 years, we have been always facing with some threat from the enemies of the revolution. We had successfully, alhamdulillah, thanks to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, succeed to this our plot. Of course, it was because of the leadership of Iran and also the people of Iran, great nation of the Iran. It was the same during the Imam Khomeini's time. He, based on the support of the peaceful people, started to having the opposition with the Shah. Of course, at the very beginning, he and the other Maraja and other ulama invited Shah, recommended to him, to Shah. Okay, just to try to, based on the Islamic Sharia ruling the country, we have no objection if you wanted to rule the country, but just you should, based on the Islamic Sharia and the principle, you respect the Islamic regulation and the law. But unfortunately, Shah didn't accept it, so it was actually the starting of the revolution and the uprising the Iranian people. Finally, it was 11th of February, which is today, the Iranian great people could achieve the biggest achievement as one of the most important revolutions in the world. If you compare with the other revolution in the past history of the revolution, you will see how important and how great is the Iranian revolution. Without any foreign support, alhamdulillah, with the help of the Iranian and just based on everything we have in Iran, we could achieve and we could have a victory. If you allow me just say a few words in Farsi for the Iranian Farsi speaking. تشکر میکنم از حضور یکایک عزیزان و مهمانان گرامی، خصوصا جامعه محترم پارسی، جامعه محترم زرتشتی، ایرانیان مقیم، دوستداران ایران و تمام کسانی که افتخار دارم در خدمتشون هستیم. امیدواریم روزی با ریشه‌کن شدن پاندمی کرونا در سراسر جهان ما بتونیم مجلسی بزرگتر و با حضور تمام عزیزان داشته باشیم. از فرصت استفاده میکنم از اینکه به ما افتخار دادید در این محفل هستید. میخواستم چند نکته را عرض بکنم و اون اینکه بنده به عنوان نماینده جمهوری اسلامی در خدمت شما خیلی مایلم که مراسم مشابه مراسم داشته باشیم. انشاءالله که بتوانیم به مناسبت‌های مختلف، جشن نوروز و اعیاد ملی و مذهبی گرد همایه‌هایی داشته باشیم. البته انشاءالله تا اون زمان هم کرونا برطرف شده باشه. ولی علیه حال میخوام که یک نکته رو به عنوان محور تجمع و حضور ایرانیان عرض کنم و اون زبان هست. زبان فارسی و فرهنگ مشترک بین ایران و هند همیشه پل ارتباط بین این دو تا ملت بزرگ و این دو کشور بزرگ و دیرینه در آبروی کهن آسیا بوده. از آقای دکتر آشوری برای زحماتی که کشیدن در خانه فرهنگ جمهوری اسلامی ایران و سعی همشون برای این است که زبان فارسی رو تدریس بدن خیلی تشکر میکنیم. ما عنوان شهر کنسولگری برای اینکه مشوقی بوده باشه برای فارسی زبانان ترتیبی دادیم که با هماهنگی آقای دکتر تعدادی از فارسی آموزان که سرتیفیکیت میگیرن از خانه فرهنگ انشاءالله بتوانیم به سفرهای علمی و تفریحی برن به ایران و اونجا یک دوره کاربردی داشتن. متاسفانه به دلایلی که ذکرش خیلی الان وقت میبره بسیاری از دوستان و ایرانیان مقیم ما اینجا فرصت نداشتن که از نزدیک برن و کشورشون رو بازدید کنن. مطلب دیگه این که من میخوام که اینجا اعلام میکنم که کنسولگری جمهوری اسلامی ایران همه وقت و همه زمان در خدمت تمام دوستداران ایران، ایرانیان مقیم، جامعه محترم پارسی زرتشتی و دوستان هندی ما خواهد بود. ما اینجا پروتکل خاصی نداریم. من خودم شخصا یک آدمی هستم که خیلی دوست دارم روابطم صمیمی و دوستانه باشه، بنابراین از تک تک شما دعوت میکنم که هر زمان که مایل بودید به من افتخار بدید که من در خدمتتون باشم. در پایان مایلم که آرزوی سلامت و طولانی و عزت بکنم برای رهبر معظم انقلاب اسلامی حضرت آیت الله العظما امام خامنه‌ای که به درستی و شایستگی تمام اهداف و نیات بنیانگذار کبیر جمهوری اسلامی ایران حضرت امام خمینی رو با تدبیر و درایتی که داشتن به پیش بردن. در این 43 سال فراز و نشیب‌های زیادی داشتیم، تهدیدهای زیادی داشتیم و جنگ و تحریم و دیگر مسائل، ولی الحمدلله به لطف و عنایت الهی همچنان که می‌بینیم الان کسی که روزی 40-50 کشوری که روزی 40-50 هزار مستشار در ایران داشت و دیکته میکرد به شاه که چه بکند چه نکند، امروز برای مذاکره با ایران از فرصت‌ها میخواد که استفاده کامل رو داشته باشه. و همونجور که آقای دکتر امیرعبدالله فرمودن، ما ضمن این که نشان دادیم به دنیا صلح‌طلب هستیم، متعهد به تعهدات و موافقت‌ها و توافقات اون هستیم، ولی از موضع اقتدار برای منافع و مصالح نه تنها ایران، جهان اسلام، جهانی که آزادی رو در کشور ایران سمبولش رو پیدا کرده همت خواهیم داشت. اگر در وین مذاکرات بر اساس منافع ملی و مصالح ملی ما تبیین بشه، قطعا موافقتنامه خوبی خواهد بود و ما به اون پایبند خواهیم بود. اگر به هر دلیل طرف‌های مذاکره ما بخواهند وقت کشی بکنن یا اینکه دنبال اهداف دیگه هستن با بیان مطالب غیر صحیح از اینکه ایران متهم بکنن به وقت کشی یا اینکه وقت خریدن برای تجهیز به سلاح اتمی، ما قطعا راه خودمون رو ادامه خواهیم داد. همچنان که می‌دونید فتوای حضرت آیت الله العظما امام خامنه‌ای هستش که استفاده از سلاح اتمی حرام است، برخلاف اصول و عقاید شرعی است، ولی به عنوان کشوری که ما حق داریم از منافع صلح‌آمیز انرژی هسته‌ای استفاده بکنیم، حق مسلم خودمون و الحمدلله توفیقات خوبی هم داشتیم در زمینه‌های دفاعی و موشکم. هر آنچه ما داریم و انشاءالله خواهیم داشت برای دفاع است و برای اینکه مقتدرانه به راه خودمون پیش بریم. من at the end I would like to appreciate again once from our distinguished guests and the friends for attending this very friendly and informal gathering. I wish all the best for all of you and your family. God bless you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
با تشکر از جناب آقای علی خانی سرکنسول محترم. ما کلیپی داریم در مورد دستاوردهای جمهوری اسلامی ایران پس از انقلاب اسلامی. توجه شما عزیزان رو به این کلیپ جلب میکنم. در پیام بازیرای مختصری خواهید بود که انشاءالله در خدمتتون خواهیم بود.
Iran, a land with nearly 7,000 years of history, civilization, and culture,
Iran, the cradle of Islamic culture and civilization. The land of great scientists, glorious Iran with its 4 seasons and full of picturesque scenery. Years ago, Iranian people today, their order after another. Century of 1979. Of the Imam Sadiq Salam seminary are invited to perform the poem they are prepared on this occasion. I invite them to perform, please.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحیم. انقلاب ما انفجار نور بود. تبریک به همه فرزندان خمینی کبیر در اقصی نقاط عالم به مناسبت منور شدن عالم به نور انفجار انقلاب اسلام در سرزمین ایران. گروه تواشی طلاب مدرسه امام صادق علیه السلام تقدیم می گردد.
زندہ خمینی ہے، زندہ خمینی رہے گا یہ روشن چراغ خمینی ہے. زندہ خمینی ہے، زندہ خمینی رہے گا یہ روشن چراغ خمینی. زمانے کو بتلا گیا ہے امامت، زمانے کو بتلا گیا ہے امامت. جہاں میں رہے گی صدا ان کی عظمت، جہاں میں رہے گی صدا ان کی عظمت ہے. دنیا میں عجب نیک مثالی رہے گا یہ روشن چراغ خمینی ہے. زندہ خمینی ہے، زندہ خمینی رہے گا یہ روشن چراغ خمینی ہے. زندہ خمینی ہے، زندہ خمینی رہے گا یہ روشن چراغ خمینی.
سلام یا امام آپ کے درمیان سے سلام یا امام آپ کے درمیان سے ہمیں جوڑ رکھنا امام زمان سے ہمیں جوڑ رکھنا امام زمان سے تیرا شکریہ انقلاب کے بانی رہے گا یہ روشن چراغ خمینی زندہ خمینی زندہ خمینی رہے گا یہ روشن چراغ خمینی ولایت فقی ہے جو دین نبی ہے ولایت فقی ہے جو دین نبی ہے نظام خدا ہے یہ دور ولی ہے نظام خدا ہے یہ دور ولی ہے آج کے رہبر فقط خامنائی رہے گا یہ روشن چراغ خمینی ہے زندہ خمینی ہے زندہ خمینی رہے گا یہ روشن چراغ خمینی ہے زندہ خمینی ہے زندہ خمینی رہے گا یہ روشن چراغ خمینی ہم یوم الہی مناتے رہیں گے ہم یوم الہی مناتے رہیں گے پیام ولایت سناتے رہیں گے پیام ولایت سناتے رہیں گے ہمیں ناز ہے ہم سب انقلابی رہے گا یہ روشن چراغ خمینی زندہ خمینی زندہ خمینی رہے گا یہ روشن چراغ خمینی صلوات اللہم صلی علی محمد دست خدا بر سر مات خامنہ رہبر مات حسین حسین شعار مات خمینی افتخار مات دست خدا بر سر مات خامنہ رہبر مات حسین حسین شعار مات خمینی افتخار مات رهبر من نور چشمان منات عشق و عین و ایمان منات رهبر من نور چشمان منات عشق و عین و ایمان منات در حضورش موج دریا دیدم رهبرم رهبرم در کلامش راحت جان منات رهبرم رهبرم در نگاهش غرق دریا می شوم رهبرم رهبرم و جایش لول مرجان منات رهبرم رهبرم گر کسی از من نشانی است رجوعت گویمش خمینی در کوچه های دل پذیرای همه قلبم نشانی زبیر خمه تو باشی بشیر چون نور دوله شایم بمیرم به پای ولی جانم فدای به سید علی دست خدا بر سر ما خامنه رهبر ما حسین حسین شعار ما خمینی افتخار ما دست خدا بر سر ما خامنه رهبر ما حسین حسین شعار ما خمینی افتخار ما صلوات اللهم صل علی
با تشکر از این عزیزان برای سلامتی این بچه‌های انقلاب یه صلوات بلند ختم کنید. از جناب آقای دکتر آشوری که قرار بود الان سخنرانی داشته باشن ولی لطف کردن وقت سخنرانیش رو در اختیار دیگر هم مهمانان قرار دادن، بسیار سپاسگزاریم. انشالله که در فرصت دیگری از بیانات و سخنان گوهربار شما ما مستفیض خواهیم شد. خیلی ممنون جناب آقای آشوری. اکنون از جناب آقای ناصر صادقیان از متولیان مؤسسه خیریه رحمت آباد و تاجر موفق در بمبئی دعوت میشه از طرف خودشون و ایرانیان مقیم با سخنانی چند مجلس ما رو مزین نمایند. خواهش میکنم.
Assalamu alaikum. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We congratulate you on the 43rd anniversary of Islamic Republic of Iran, and we are thankful for Mr. Ali Khani, Consul General, for inviting all of us on this day. We are very grateful to you, Mr. Ali Khani, for helping us in all our ways, especially on the occasion of the visa, which we had a very big problem. But since you have come to Bombay, our problem is solved in a very big way. And he is always helpful to us in all ways. Whatever, whether it's a business problem or any other problem, he is out of the way to help us out. We are Iranians settled in Bombay for more than 100 years. And some problems were there, teething problems were there going on, but we are very well settled in here. Especially we are having restaurants in all corners of Mumbai, Hyderabad and Pune. We are here and we are very much thankful to you, and we wish you all the best, especially our Mr. Raisi, our new president, to waive all the sanctions which are on Iran. Thank you very much and take care, brother. Thank you.
Thanks to Mr. Sadrian and wish him and all the dear Iranians in Mumbai success for their future endeavor. And now we have another guest among us, Mr. Akbar Khan. And who don't know Mr. Akbar Khan? It is a pleasure to have Mr. Akbar Khan in this auspicious day with us. Please, we request him to come up on the stage and just with a few words, just enlighten the audience. Thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On this victory day of revelation of the Islamic Republic of Iran, I congratulate the people of Iran, all the world that respects Iran and all the people that respect Iran for this great day of the celebration of the Islamic Republic of Iran. And to begin with, I would say that His Excellency Abul Fazl Muhammad Ali Sani leadership, his diplomatic position is a combination of culture, intellect, and love for humanity that has given such great service in helping the relationship of India and Iran and solving a lot of puzzles and problems, in helping all the trade and industry and business, and above all, the contribution of the cultural attaché, who has very emphatically and religiously tried to bring the culture of these two great countries, synergize them, inspire them, and let it grow. This marvelous day of celebration cannot go without the mention of one of the tallest figures of the world, Ayatollah Khomeini, whose struggle, sacrifice, and striving to his last breath has brought the freedom, liberation, and created the first ever Islamic republic in the world, that is today's Iran. In my simple vision as a human being, I consider Iran as the greatest superpower on earth. Not because of its riches, not because of its arsenals of arms or the military might or force, but because of its quality of having a vision for humanity, for love, for unity, for people from all parts of the world, of any religion, caste, creed. So today this great wonderful country has been the result of the great Ayatollah Khomeini and his struggle and sacrifice and direction, whose vision from now to posterity, to the past history, and what is to happen, with a mix of his intellectualism, his philosophy, his religious beliefs, his in-depth feel for the entire humanity. It is this combination that has made Ayatollah Khomeini the tallest figure in the world that can be compared to people like Mahatma Gandhi, Nelson Mandela, and Martin Luther King, who all worked for such values of life, such programs of peace, such programs of bringing the entire humanity into oneness. And it is because the great Ayatollah Khomeini's vision of protecting the Holy Quran in its correct perspective, without interference or innovations by Shami scholars and clerics to misinterpret the Quran in its real sense, which is in fact a value for every living soul. It is a grammar, it is a program, it is a guide for a better life, better principle, better unity, love, harmony. That is the essence of the Holy Quran, which is authored by the Almighty Allah, which, if it is correctly understood and realized, it can be a book for every citizen of the world without prejudice and without a narrow-minded feel of religion. All religions are great, all religions have their values, all religions have their culture, all religions have their lovely points. But unfortunately in today's world, this whole vision is being politically played to bend rules, create the minds of hatred, poison in minds of the people, to divide and rule. It is happening almost in every part of the world. It is creeping every day into everybody's life, but it is time for people to wake up. And we should take lessons from the principles and the belief and the conviction and the courage of the people of Iran, who stood against the might of many countries, who wanted to impose their lopsided values and principles to pollute the purity of a system. But today they have not been successful. Until today, Iran is a country that is being saluted and respected. It is our country. It is our country, India, which is another great nation. Nation of Swamis, saints, Sufis, messengers, people of all castes and creed, who were fibered and brought about like a knitted carpet of flowers and colors. This is the true tradition of my country, my people. There is no Hindu, there is no Muslim, there is no Christian. We are Indians, yes, we are Indians, but within our heart we have our own beliefs. And this is the unity and strength of our country. And it is there, and it will always be there, no matter which transitory government, which transitory polluted powers may try to malign. We will emerge strong. India has great respect for a country like Iran. And this we will not forget. If there are one or two people who are working against the interests of diverting India's influence, there are thousands behind who will bring back India onto the right track. And our traditional relationship with Iran, historic, cultural, business, economics, and geopolitical, social relationship will go on forever. This is, as a true Indian, as a Muslim of this country, and as a great admirer of Iran, is my prayer, and this we will see very soon, that the relationship between our two countries will get consolidated, and it will have an advantage over the entire subcontinent of Asia. It will be of advantage to all the world. It is a great balance. We are a sensitive balance between India, a population of 1.35 billion people, and 90 million people of Iran, and this great 7,000-year-old culture, and our great 5,000-year-old culture, historical, rich history. This is the chemistry. This is the leadership. This is the quality of our people. So on this beautiful, lovely day of celebration, I went back into the history and to remind that we all are for your great country, will always be for your great country, and it's a great occasion. I find myself extremely honored and privileged to be here. And all, before I end, I should also salute to the Roohe of Shaheed Soleimani, General Shaheed Soleimani, for the sacrifice he has done for humanity, not only for Iran, but for the humanity. Thank you, Your Excellency, and all the lovely people of the Consulate who are here. I congratulate all of you, and thank you for inviting me.
Excellent.
Thank you so much, Mr. Akram Khan. Now,
Excellent.
we have a little cute angel among us, and yes, Husna Mufidifar. She is prepared a poem to reciting for us. Please, Husna Khanu. از حسنا خانم مفیدیفر دعوت میکنم تشریف بیارن. باشه برو جلوتر همینجا
افتاد بزرگ سلطانی کردن نسیر آهستانی نبود و پرچم زیبای ایران را به کار می‌برد. پدرم وقتی دید که من هردار با دقت به پرچم نگاه می‌کنم پرسید حسنا می‌دانی پرچم را یا چیز؟ گفتم نه. پدرم گفت پرچم نشانه آزادی و سربلندی کشور است. هر کشور پرچم دارد. پدرم جواب گفتم پدر جان چه باید پرچم کشورها با هم فرق می‌کند؟ پدرم جواب در هر کدام از رنگهای پرچم مشابه چیزی است. مثلا پرچم ایران سه رنگ دارد. رنگ سبز نشانه سرسبزی، رنگ سفید نشانه صلح دوستی و رنگ سرخ نشانه دفاع از میهن. از میهن و آزادی آن است. من دوباره به پرچم نگاه کردم و پرسیدم پدر جان نشانه وسط پرچم چیست؟ پدرم گفت کلمه الله است که به شکل گل لاله ها دیده میشود. گل لاله نشانه روز و ایران است. پدرم به پرچم بخند ایران امروز برایم زیباتر شده بود. احساس می‌کردم اما بیشتر از عشق دوست دارم و مثل هر ایرانی دیگر از تماشای آن لذت می‌برم. این بازی و رازی در پرنده باشی ای خواهر من دوست هستم با شاهنهای و خوب داشتم که شاهنهای خوب عزیزی رشید اسلامی کار بگم تقریبا از تو الله اکبر و هر کجای سی شهیده پیوسته داریست خاک ایمان در خوب کوچه در درسهای پیوده باید جمع کردن.
خیلی ممنون حسنا خانم گل. Thanks to Hosna Mufidifar. Now I request Mr. Mirai to come and do translation, please.
Yes,
Thank you very much. We must also thank our little angel, Miss Hosna, for her beautiful essay and the poetry. They have asked me to just make a translation of her speech so that other audience also can benefit. And she is written beautifully with a very beautiful handwriting as well. October Russian also pointing about the beautiful sunshine. Sun is shining in the morning, and the breeze is slowly it is coming up, and the beautiful flag of Iran is moving. When my father saw it for the first time and looked carefully at the flag, he asked me, Hosna, my dear Hosna, do you know what is this flag for? And I said no. My father said, the flag is the symbol of freedom and dignity of a country. Every country has a flag. I asked my dear father, why the color of our flag are different and so colorful? And my father replied, every color is a symbol of an entity. For example, the color of Iran's flag are three. The green color, which is the symbol of greenery in nature, and then white color, which is the symbol of peace and friendship, and the red color, which is the symbol of defending our homeland and freedom. And I asked again, and I looked at the flag again and I asked, my dear father, what is the symbol in the middle of the flag? And my father replied, it is the word Allah, which has been decorated and edited in the form of a tulip. And the tulip also is a symbol of blood of our martyrs. The beautiful flag of Iran today has become more beautiful for me, and I feel I love it more than ever before, like any other Iranian, and I enjoy watching it more and more. Thank you. And there is one small poetry of it. It's a very famous poetry which many of school children remember that. It is Hubo Aziz Iran Ziba. You are beautiful Iran and you are always good and dear to all of us. Payande bashi ey khane ma, may you long live our homeland. Man dost hastam ba shahrhayat. I am friendly with your cities, with your with the mountains and your deserts and your rivers. خورشید اسلام یک بار دیگر تابیده است به الله اکبر. Once again the sunshine of Islam has shone over our country and Allahu Akbar. The Lord is the greatest. In our every place, the blood of your martyrs are continuously flowing on the soil of you, O Iran. بر کوه و کوچه بر دشت‌هایت رویده لاله جان فدای. On the city and on our streets, on our plains, plateaus and deserts are grown, and once again the tulip flowers are growing, which is again, as I said, is a symbol of our martyrs who have laid their lives for the country. And may my life be sacrificed for you as well. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thanks to Mr. Mirai for his translation. Now I have the honor to invite Dr. Parvez Bajan, the Zoroastrian Rastoor, to come on stage and on behalf of the respected Zoroastrian community make a few remarks on this auspicious occasion. Please.
At the outset, my Right Honorable His Excellency, the cultural attaché of Iran, distinguished guests, and my dear friends, I am not an outsider for Iran. I had been to Iran many times as a student, as a cultural guide, to guide the travelers who visit Iran and what they see. They go to see the mountains and rivers. No, they want to know what they are about. That is the beauty of Iran. I am the lover of Shahnameh and Iran. In our Zoroastrian prayers, we pray, in Afrin oe tane shumay dinbar, chunma o khurshid o aao atash o may o mar mushk yasmin gul marzan gosh ya kalam jumunya. Hazar saal zindagani o magar asbar. Ezan viyegan kushmast askumet paki jashne o paaks paramambari wazanet kushvi naiya. Narasho farzande zaya ke Iran daral naame barao dushman zanal odur afrozad wa darud athe jamiyat yatha afrinami. May every evil go from the people. As rightly my colleague and my friend Akbar Khan has said, we are all the children of that one Almighty God, which each and every religion recognized by different various names. Some calls it Allah, we call it Ormas, some call it Bhagwan. So ultimately, the roads are different, but the destination is one. And that is why I am standing here before you today just to say that I am a student of Zoroastrian religion, of Iranian culture since last 3,000 years prior to Christ. So I am talking of before Christ. So that I am standing before you as a Parsi Zoroastrians, Parsi Irani Zoroastrians who migrated from Iran and took shelter in this wonderful city of India and consider this as our motherland, but still we have innate connection with the land of Iran. When I went first to Iran on my first visit, way back in 95-96, at that time I was a student in college, and not student, but I was working, and that was the first time I got a chance to travel by plane at the age of 43-45. Now this bachao, 2 years child go by plane. In those were the days. So as soon as I landed down from the plane, from the staircase, and put a step on the land of Iran, I bowed down and I kissed the earth. And the people behind me said that somebody has fallen. I said, no, I have not fallen. I am kissing the earth, which was our fatherland, where the prophet of ancient Iran, you must be knowing the name Zarathustra, Zoroaster has lived there. So I will not go deep into this aspect of it's a history, it's a culture. Iran is the cradle of world civilization. When you go to east of Iran or the west of Iran, Iran is at the center. Iran is a bridge between the east and the west. One, because I am connected with the Zoroastrian studies at the University of Bombay at St. Xavier's College, teaching postgraduate level students, Iranian subjects, and especially Avestan, Pahlavi, Pazan, and of all this important, I think you may not be knowing the name of the language also, a cuneiform script. Have you seen the cuneiform script? It is written on the rocks, on the mountains, in a cunei means the nail, in a nail type, vertical and horizontal. That language is being taught. And I also learned 35-40 years back. And when I went to Iran for the first time, when I saw this, I had tears in my eyes. I had seen for the first time what I studied 30 years back with my eyes. So, Darius inscriptions, Cyrus the Great's inscriptions in Iran, even they are today. And they say, Parsa Parsya Putra, Arya Chitra. Arya meaning Aryan. I am the Aryan born. I am the son of a Parsi. So one professor, John Hinnels, of the School of Oriental Studies at London University, has published a book in 1981, Zoroastrianism and the Parsis. There he writes, so why each and every religious scholars today in the world, I know so many scholars around the world, I have traveled, so they say, if you want to study religion, start with Zoroastrian studies, because it has spread its wings everywhere. Each and every religion has taken something good from, every religion says good thing, no religion says do the bad thing. So here the author says in his preface, one reason therefore for studying the Zoroastrianism is its importance in history. Another is its place amongst the religions of the world. Iran is a bridge between the cultures of the East and the West. The ancient royal road from Iran to Sardis and the Silk Route from Rome through Iran to China brought many travelers to this land. From the East came the Greeks and the Romans, Jews and the Christians. From the East came the Indians and Chinese, Hindus and Buddhists to this land of famous Persian marketplace. Iran is called a Persian marketplace. So the people of different races and religions came to Iran, left their impression, and went away, taking inspirations from the rich culture of the land as well as contributing to it. And then he says, to Hinduism and Buddhism, which is practiced everywhere in the world, to Hinduism and Buddhism, it is said to have given the belief in the Savior to come. But it is Judaism, Christianity, and Islam which owe the most to Zoroastrianism. Belief in the devil, heaven and hell, end of the world, the resurrection of the dead, and the final judgment. All these are taught to have developed in Jewish, Christian, and Muslim thought as a result of the Zoroastrian influence. And then he says, see this is, perhaps no other religion has influenced so many people in so many continents over so many centuries. And I visit, as you said, frequently Iran. Practically every year I go with a tour to give a religious guidance to what we are seeing, what is the importance. Like there is a Caspian Sea, there is a Eastern Rock inscription, the Taqi Bostan in Shiraz and Isfahan, and each and every place I visited except though I am the lover of Firdausi Sana, I have not reached to Sahab where his tomb is there, of Firdausi to see, the world famous poet, and I am the lover of Firdausi. So Firdausi Sana mein, even in Iran, when I was there in 2010, I was invited by the Khomeini. I was given audience by Khomeini some years back. I'm not telling it was 2007 or something. I don't remember. So, there I gave a talk about the Shahnameh in Firdausi, and I was surprised when I saw 2-3 years back, 2017, I went last. They have built a Milad Tower, the Tower of Revolution, recent tower. And at the entrance of the tower, nothing, no sage, no saints, nobody's figure is there except that of Firdausi, standing with a book of Shahnameh. Standing with a book of Shahnameh. And you know, Firdausi wrote a Shahnameh for 30 long years. And he said, I revived bad Iran. He said, I revived Iran, but it was a bad Iran. People were not knowing what is Zoroastrianism. Who was the religion of those times, and when he flourished, why he flourished, he made them alive. So his memorable last couplet of Firdausi in the Shahnameh says like this: Basiran jabordam darin salesi, Basiran jabordam darin salesi, Azam zend kardam badin parasi. Namiram azim pas ke man zinda am, ke tukhme sukhundra paragande am. Ram kas ki darad hush aur ayodin, pas az marg bar matkunat afrin. That's what he says. I have taken a lot of pains in writing this memorable volume, Shahnameh, for 30 long years and revived that Iran. I have brought back to life the glories of Iran. Whoever is wit and fate and judgment will shower benedictions upon me after I am gone. And then he says, but I shall not die. Henceforth, I am alive forever, since I have scattered far and wide the seeds of my poetry. That's what he mentions. That was the Firdausi Tusi, whose name was originally a Muslim, Abul Qasim Mansur. His name was Abul Qasim Mansur. And I think, if I am not mistaken, I have got good fortune to stand here. He was born in somewhere, his date is not correctly confirmed, but is somewhere in 941 or 31. And he completed the Shahnameh in 1010. And he died in 1021 or 22. We are in 2022. So I think it is the millennium, the 1,000 years of Firdausi's death. This year or last year, I do not know. I think the United Nations has informed me earlier also when I was in Iran in 2011, the completion of Shahnameh. After that, for 10 years, he wandered around the world, but he never got what he was promised by the Sultan Muhammad of Ghazni. Instead of 60,000 gold more, he was given 60,000 silver more. And he was rejected. He returned the 60,000 within a fraction of a second. How it is disposed of, you want to know it? he was coming out of the hammam khana. He took a bath. He was taking bath. He was a fakir. So all these people, all these courtiers gave a wrong information to the king. Why to give a beggar a gold more? Why not give him the silver more? He will accept it. What is there in it? He will not bother about it. So he gave whatever. When he saw that box was full of 60,000 more, but it was not the gold, it was the silver. So he took it, he saw it. He was so much dejected that my toil of 35 long years is finished in 35 seconds. He took out 20,000 more, silver more, dirham, and gave it to the person who brought it, and his name was Ayaz. He was sent with, he was not knowing what is inside. Ayaz was flabbergasted. He said, "What is this, sir? You take it." Another 20,000 I picked up and gave it to the manager of the hammam khana, who gave him the hot water for bath. What are you doing, sir? He came out from the hammam khana and took a glass of sharbat and had it and gave another 20,000. So 60,000 dirham over within 30 seconds. And then he wrote a satire on the Shah for his such a nasty act. And it is said in the Shahnameh circle that satire of Firdausi, written by Firdausi, after the completion of Shahnameh, is more powerful than the Shahnameh itself. Yes, yes. Agar Shahra Shah Budi Pesar, Masarbar Nehadi Maratazizar. O king, if you are really a king, and if your father would have been king, you would have put a throne on my head. And if your mother would have been a Banu, a lady, a queen, he would have put zar, meaning golden. He would have clothed me completely showered me with a golden wear. But that was not the case, because you are not of that category. And that satire in the Shahnameh are more powerful, more painful to read. So here I am, a lover of Shahnameh. I have taken this liberty to take some time from you. Let Iran progress. Let it be a guiding star. I am the lover of Shahnameh as well as the history of Iran also. So I know, but it is mentioned that this around this area of Iran is a sanctuary located around on the globe of the earth. And all the prophets of the world, whether it will be Judaism, Christianity, Islam, Buddhism, all have taken their birth around that place only. All. You see, you read the history and you will find that nobody has taken birth in Europe or America. Each and every prophet of each and every faith has taken birth around this place. And that's why in one of our Vanidat book prayer, in the 3rd chapter, Iran's place is extremely important from the religious point of view for the Zoroastrians. Let me congratulate you once again for giving your patience, and I am reviving my memory of our fatherland. And we as a refugee, as a Zoroastrians, when we came to India, we landed here not to have a bit of idea of decorating somebody or looting somebody or converting somebody. We said, just give us an asylum. Give us an asylum. So the king sent a bowl full of milk, showing that there is no place in India for you to stay. The bowl is full of milk. So high priest of that time, I am talking of 1715, nearly 1400 years back. So that conveys, the balls conveys that the milk is full to the brim. There is no place in my Raj for you to have a place and to accommodate you. So the priest put a handful of sugar inside the milk and said the messenger, take it back. What has happened? Then the messenger, king just saw it. He was also a wise man, Jadi Rana. He just took it, he just tasted it. It was sweet. Conveying this, that just like you are bringing with the people of your own country, but we shall mix with your people like a sugar in the milk. And we shall sweeten the people of India also. And that's how, when they gave permission to the people of Parsis within the territory of Indian territory, our high priests of those times, they said, हमें हिंदुस्तान रा यार बाशिद, हमें हिंदुस्तान रा यार बाशिद. We shall ever remain friends to India. What may, if you are enemy, it is our enemy. If you are in trouble, we are in trouble. That was the way how we Zoroastrians have stayed for 14 centuries. And there's no further, it's a history. Everybody knows. To become a member and associate with a Parsi friend means tumne Allah paya. Here you see the God. Sometimes when I travel in a taxi, from a taxi driver looks from the mirror and asks me, are you a Muslim? I said, no, I'm not a Muslim. What's your good name, sir? I said, Parvez. I said, but I'm a Parsi. Then as soon as I said Parsi, he is very comfortable while driving. He said, oh fine, some Parsi just sat in my taxi. Yes, that's what I have observed. I do not know why there is so much affinity. And that's how. जब तू आयो जगत में सब हंसे तू होए, करनी ऐसी कर चलो तू हंसे सब रोए. When a child comes in this world, a child comes crying and everybody is laughing, the child is born, the child is born. But do the work such a way that when you pass, you laugh and let the people cry. Let the people cry. That should be the spirit. And we have lived up to this. Each and every religion says same thing. The ways may be different, the rasta may be different, the roads may be different. Ultimately the destiny is the same. Everybody has to reach. And another thing, Quran, what is written is mostly 70 to 80% Avestan character, Avestan scripture bought from ours. Like you do 5 times namaz, correct? All the Muslims do 5 times namaz very rigidly. It is taken from the Zoroastrian scriptures. We have got 5 times namaz in the morning, in the afternoon at 12 o'clock, in the evening at 4 o'clock, after the sunset 4, and the last at midnight at 12:30, 1 o'clock. And that is the 5 times namaz is taken from the Zoroastrian scripture. That's why John Hill says to the Christian community of London, that's Christianity and your company is Zoroastrianism. Zoroastrianism is twice as old as Christianity. He says Zoroastrianism is twice as old as Christianity. Christianity is 2000 years old. Zoroastrianism is 4500 years old. That's why he makes a conjecture laughing, sarcastically he says that when you go and have a wine, we say, oh, it is 12 years old wine, 14 years old wine, 20 years old is very good. It's 2500, 4000, 6000. Then that's why he says in his preface in the last line, if that is the case, if religions are like wine and mature with age, then Zoroastrian religion has a ripe experience from which we can learn much. And that's what he says. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish my colleague and a place, Iran, where we frequently go for our homage to our departed souls there. Our ancestors lived there once upon a time. There are colleges and the universities where my colleague friend Dr. Dala taught Pahlavi language. Pahlavi is a language from which came the modern Persian. He was teaching there. And you know, the Tehran University, at the entrance of the Tehran University, there is a logo. What it says? Tawana buvat har ki dana buvat. Tawana buvat har ki dana buvat. That man is powerful who has knowledge. So you are entering the temple of knowledge. The building a body is not powerful. That man is powerful who has knowledge. Tawana buvat har ki dana buvat. That's what is mentioned at the entrance of Tehran University side. You can see next time and tell me if I am wrong. Thank you very much, sir, for taking time, and I congratulate you, all of you, to be here on this auspicious occasion. My friend Darius and Atay, they insisted me that, sir, you should come and give your thought to our brother community in India. So I am here. I have been to here so many times earlier also with Darius for some other work, and it is my pleasure that I am once again here, and I give you my congratulations and my respect from the Parsi Zoroastrian Irani community of India. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Parvez.
Your speech really not only enlightened our events but our heart. It really touched our heart. Thank you so much again. از آقای داریوش نعمت‌اللهی زین‌آبادی رئیس سازمان جوانان زرتشتی دعوت می‌کنم تا برای ایراد سخنرانی کوتاهی تشریف بیارن. ممنونم.
به نام یزدان پاک. بنازم من این چرخ فیروز را، پریروز و دیروز و امروز را. سرکنسول محترم جمهوری اسلامی ایران، اعضای گرامی کنسولگری و حضار عزیز، با سلام و عرض تبریک و تهنیت. 43مین سال روز پیروزی نظام مقدس جمهوری اسلامی را خدمت تمامی شما بزرگواران، هموطنان و مردم شریف ایران تبریک و شادباش میگویم. به امیدواریم برکات و ثمرات این نظام مردمی مستدام و پایدار باشد. برای نظام جمهوری اسلامی تداوم و سربلندی و سرافرازی روزافزون و برای کارکنان و خدام عزیز این نظام طول عمر و سلامتی از ایزد منان خواستارم. سپاسگزار خدمات و الطاف شما دوستان گرامی نیز هستیم. بیت زیبایی از سعدی می‌فرماید: سعدیا روز ازل حسن به ترکان دادند، عقل و هوش و خرد و فهم به ایران دادند، عشوه و ناز و نزاکت همه با مردم هند، خری و احمقی و جهل به افغان دادند. پاینده باد ایران.
با تشکر از آقای داریوش نعمت‌اللهی. Now we end our today's program by one of the popular Iranian songs about Iran homeland, Vatanam. Thanks all of you to be with us in this special day. May the Almighty bless you all. Khuda Hafiz. Thank you.
Vatanam, ey şükür